Hello guys, today we are going to start our fourth practical of programming with Python. Okay, so we'll move towards the fourth part of your programming with Python. So this is your practical number 4. In this practical you have to write a simple Python program to demonstrate the use of conditional statements. So what are the conditional statements? You have already learned that conditional statements in previous semester subjects, that is C plus plus, okay, then Java, okay. So you have already used that conditional statements before, okay. So we are today also we are going to learn the same. So which kind of statements are statements are available in Python, that is if statement, if else statement and nested if statement. So we are going to learn the same, okay. So what is the practical significance of fourth practical? So decision making part of your program is able to done by using what we can say conditional statements. So anticipation of conditions occurring while execution of the program and specifying the actions taken according to the conditions, okay. So decision structures evaluate the multiple expressions which produce, that is either true or false as an outcome. You need to determine which action to take and which statements to execute if outcome is true or false otherwise, okay. So you have to first when this situation will occur, when you have to take an decision, and after according to decision, when the result is going to be true, so what kind of operations you have to perform, you have to decide it. And when the result is going to false, what kind of statements you are going to perform, that you have to decide it. So for that decision making, so conditional statements are used, okay. So we'll see how to apply that conditional statements in what we can say in particular problem, okay. So we'll see it first. We'll just list out the relevant program outcomes, that is you have to you need to have a basic knowledge, discipline knowledge. You are able to perform experiments and practices, and definitely it is a lifelong learning process. So what are the competencies and practical skills? Develop a general purpose programming using Python to resolve a program. The practical is expected to develop the following skills, and you are able to write a program using a conditional statements. So relevant course outcome and practical course outcomes are the same, that is you have to develop a Python program using conditional operators like if else, nested if statement, okay. So what are the effective domain related outcome, that is follow safety practices, demonstrate working as a leader, as a member, and follow the ethical practices. The main part of this practical is theoretical background you need to have. So we'll start with if statements, okay. So basically, if statement is the simplest decision making statement. It is used to decide whether a certain statement or a block of statement will be executed or not. If a certain condition is true, then a block of statement is going to be executed, otherwise it not. So see the syntax of if statement. Just specify if keyword and write your condition behind it, okay. If condition is true, then whatever the statements is going to be executed after the condition is true, you have to specify it with the proper indentation, okay. So after condition, just specify the colon, and after that in next line, or what we can say, you can write on the same line also. So it is called a shorthand if statement. But if you want to show what we can say, if you want to represent it properly, just start with the next line and proper indentation, okay. So see this example. I is equals to 10. If I is greater than 20, then what is going to be print? Just see the indentation, print 10 is less than 20. Or if means if after the if part, it is going to print we are not in if, okay. So when you are executed this part, so our I value is 10, Okay, so definitely this condition is false, so it is directly going to print we are not in if. But if i's value is 40, okay, and then you are going to execute this condition, then it is definitely going to print that 10 is less than 20, or whatever the statement you have specified in the print statement, it is going to be printed. Okay, next is if else statement. The if statement alone tells us that if a condition is true, it will execute a block of statements, and if the condition is false, it won't. But what if we want to do something else if the condition is false? If you want to perform any operation after the condition is false, so you have to use the else part. Okay, here comes the else statement. We can use the else statement with if statement to execute a block of code when the condition is false. So see the syntax: if, then specify the condition, give colon, go to the next line, use proper indentation, and write down the number of statement which you want to execute after the condition is true. Okay, then go towards the next line, use proper indentation and use a keyword else, then give colon, come to the next line, then use proper indentation, which makes that write your what we can say, the statement, executable statement which you want to perform when the condition is going to false. So specified within the else part. Okay, so afterward, see the example. See here, I is equals to 10. If I is less than 20, it is going to print I is smaller than 20. Else print I is greater than 25. Okay, so when you are going to execute this statement, it is going to show you the result, that is I is smaller than 20, because the condition is true. So it is going to print the part of if. Okay, we'll move forward with the nested if statement. So basically a nested if is an if statement that is the target of another if statement. Nested if statement means an if statement inside another if statement. Python allow us to nest if statement within a if statement. We can place an if statement inside the another if statements. Okay, so we'll see how it works. So see the syntax first. First specify the first if statement, specify the condition. Okay, within that executable part of if statement, specify the another if statement. Okay, with the second condition, then specify the colon, and give proper indentation. Means you are able to what we can say, identify which part comes under the first if and which part comes under the second if. So for that purpose, use the proper indentation. Okay, after that you close the first if part, and then second close the second if part. Okay, so this way it is going to be worked. See the example, you will get a proper idea. If I is equals to 10, if I is equal to 10, if it is correct that I is containing the value 10, then it is going to execute the if part. Okay, so if I is less than 20, it is going to print I is smaller than 20. Then second, again we are going to use second nested if, that is if I is less than 15, it is going to print I is smaller than 15 too. And if I is not less than 20 or not less than 15, then else part is going to be executed, that is I is greater than 15. Okay, so when you are going to execute this part, so definitely first part of if is going to true, and after that it is going to perform the control passes towards the nested if statement. It will check the first statement. So first statement also I is less than 20 is also true, so it is going to print I is smaller than 20. After completion of first nested if, it is to move towards the second nested if. It checks whether I is less than 15. So yes, here also the condition is going to be true, and it is going to print I is smaller than 15 too. Okay, so this is your practical number, what we can say, 4. So what is the practical related question? List the operators used in a if condition conditional parts. Okay, then differentiate between if else and nested if statement. Okay, and what are the exercise part? So you have to write a program to check whether the number is even or odd. You have to write a program to find out absolute value of an input number. So use absolute method to perform this operation. Okay, then write a program to check the largest number among the three numbers. Write a program to check if the input year is a leap year or not. Write a program to check if a number is positive, negative, or zero. And write a program to take the marks of 5 subjects and display the grade. So you have to perform all of these programs, and you have to submit it before the time of what we can say submission, what we can say deadline, or you have to complete it before the deadline. Okay, so we'll stop here. I have already prepared this program. If you want to check out, just go through the executable part of our fourth practical. Okay, thank you.